So when looking over this game for the Heat against the Bulls in the playing game to head to the playoffs, there were three primary sources of offense pretty much. It was the fact of Max Strus. It was the fact they were going to run a Tyler Hero Bam pick and roll. They were going to help over, and Max Strus was going to get open looks, and he just capitalized, and he just kind of hit it over and over and over to kind of really put them in a position to obviously win this game. The second source of offense was Jimmy just kind of finding certain mismatches and shorter defenders and smaller guys to be able to just go on the low block and be able to make plays. That's why he had so many and ones. And then the third source of offense, which is actually the one I'm going to talk about, is the Tyler Hero, Jimmy Butler-Bam Adebayo three-man actions. It's something that they've been heading toward post-All-Star break a lot more, and it's been very effective. And even in this game, even though they didn't capitalize on a couple of them, the process has been there. So in terms of there's one, this offense has been very shaky. If you watch this game, you'd know that the game in general was very ugly. This is the part that you think you want to see an uptick with, kind of leaning forward. So we'll start at the fact they opened the second half, and it's funny because a lot of these plays are start of quarters, start of halves, or out of timeouts, which means that it's something they want to get to. When you see something right out of a timeout or something, it's obviously the play they're calling and they want to get to it. So this start the second half. This is the first play they go to. Jimmy on the left wing, Tyler screening for Bam, ends up rising up right here, and he's going to get a little post entry for Bam. Now, these three-man actions, they can do a lot of different things. They can do pick and roll stuff with one guy roaming baseline, which I'm going to show later. But then there's also stuff with little misdirections, which is kind of pretty much what you see here. What they're trying to get to, just before I play it, Jimmy Butler's being guarded by Alex Caruso, which is something that they ended up kind of going toward in the low box a lot because Jimmy can kind of go to work on smaller defenders, like I said before. But right here, what they're going to try to get to, Jimmy's going to look like he's going to screen for Tyler. Alex Caruso is now looking at Bam, making sure that he doesn't kind of drive to his right to get to that dotted line jumper. Jimmy now slips it, gets behind Caruso. And the whole goal here is pretty much set up Jimmy. It's a pretty nice lob. It's a little tip in. But pretty much the goal is to get the ball to Jimmy down low without any help defenders, without him having to dribble and kind of back his way down. Ends up being a really nice play, all because you utilize your three best players. Another one right here. It's a little screen for Tyler to get on the left wing. Now they're going to reset up, kind of clear out. It's a little bit of a double drag with Jimmy and Bam screening, just a little double screen. What you're going to see is they're going to try to blitz out. Jimmy kind of darts pretty much and dives quickly before anybody can realize it. So as I showed in real time, he's going to screen. He's going to dart. Tyler's going to make a nice pass right here, ends up getting the dunk. Probably was a little bit of a foul as well. Spo was kind of calling for that in the game. But it was the fact that you're seeing open looks just because there's so much attention on whoever has the ball. If Bam has the ball in the mid post, that second defender shading. If Tyler has the ball coming off the screen, they're going to blitz it. So if you make the pass quickly, good things will happen. And that segues perfectly into this play because when you make kind of quick reads and quick passes when you're in these actions, you're going to see things open up right here. Tyler Bam pick and roll is what they're trying to get to. This is one of the actions that they've done most with the three-man pairing. You're going to see Jimmy down low in the baseline. He's just going to bounce from dunker spot to dunker spot. Just try to pull that help defender out of the way, keep them busy, keep them watching him, and he may be able to slip into an open slot for an easy bucket. So you're going to see right here, Tyler Bam pick and roll. He's going to reverse it right here, come to his left. The key right here is right when Vucevic kind of steps up, he makes the pass quickly. Like this is one of the most crisp passes of the night. And the film part of it doesn't do it justice because in real time at the game, this was kind of one of the nicest passes we saw. It was just a perfect little pocket pass right here. Bam then makes a perfect pass down low to Jimmy. This is kind of the open slots that you wanted. When I say the results varied, right there, that was a missed Jimmy layup. So it's kind of hard to say, but that stuff doesn't matter. The missed layup is what it is at this point. The process is the key. So the fact that you're able to kind of make these, as I go back over time just to show, these quick reads really quickly, gets it to him, now can feed it down low with Jimmy with a mismatch. Most of the time, that's going to work out in your favor. And then the last one right here, kind of a similar setup. Tyler Bam pick and roll. You're just going to watch Jimmy on this bottom of your screen. Tyler's operating. Two are flying at him. Instead of now, Caruso has to pretty much stay with two offensive players. He has to stay with Bam on the roll and Jimmy flipping things. With Tyler they're putting Tyler in a position to say, make a mistake. They're trying to just make him make a play to hopefully make a mistake. Tyler ends up kind of waiting it off. Instead of hitting Bam on the roll like he's been, you're going to see him wait that extra second, hit Jimmy inside. And once again, Jimmy kind of has been having these issues the last two games where he's missed some bunnies. But that I don't expect that to fully continue. So the fact of the process, Max Strus three-point shooting can vary. That was a really good addition. If he can keep that going, that obviously helps a ton. Jimmy Butler gets mismatch hunting. That's always going to be an opening. But it feels like they're trending toward these three-man actions being their base. In the playoffs, whenever there's an uptick in minutes and everybody's on the floor longer, put your best players in action and then live with the results from there.